So welcome to my enterprise program, or as you can know as the customer reporting management system. Uh, so when you run your RAM, it will give you the main menu of four options: the management lead, management interaction, reporting, statistic, and access your RAM. So firstly, we check the first one. When you rest the first option, it will give you a small menu of four functionalities in the management list. I will try step by step. First one, display a view. It will contain all the information of the current customer who has accesses in the RAM, like this. And when the code is run done, it will ask you again about the main menu, and if you want to get more information, you just continue choose 1, 2 and 3 option, and if you want to access the RAM, you just press 4 to access the RAM, like this. So we turn to the second function of management lead. Check management lead and second option. With this situation, it will require you to enter your name. So just enter your name, not your full name, because when you enter your full name, it will be invalid and will ask you to try it again. For example, I enter my full name and it will ask you to try it again. So remember that, just enter your name and continue. It will ask you your date of birth with the correct format. If you don't follow the format of the year, month, day, it will not available and ask you to try it again. So 2000, my month, and 16. So next is enter. It will ask you to enter your email. So this is my email. Next, it will ask you to enter 1 is female and 2 is male. I will choose 1. And the next, it will ask you to enter your phone number. Remember that with your phone number, you just allowed to enter 11 digits. If you enter more than 11 digits, it will be invalid and ask you to try it again. So this is my phone number. Then it will ask you to enter your address. As I mentioned before, when the program run is done, it will continue to ask you about the main menu again. And if you feel that it is satisfy your demand, so you just press access, and or if you want to continue to get more information about both of 5, you just choose 1, 2 or 3 option here. So in this situation, I will to assist and see how it works in the file of lists. As you can see that in the file of list, you can see my new account which I have already created. So we turn to the third functionalities in the management list. I chose one, and the third functionality is delete my lead ID. So I want to delete my my ID is number 6, so I want to delete the number 6. I will enter the number 6 here because your lead ID is related to the interaction ID. So if you want to delete your lead ID, make sure that you deleted all the transaction in the file of interaction. So in this situation, I will move to the second option is management interaction and choose the third function to delete my ID in the interaction. So I will open the interaction file, and I saw that my lead ID number 6 is suitable with the interaction ID number 4. So in this situation, I gave the ID number 4 in here, and it will notice you that I delete successfully in the interaction. So I move back to the management list and delete my lead ID. So my lead ID I want to delete is number 6, and done. You have already deleted the lead ID number 6. So access the RAM and see how it works. As you can see that the intern number 4 with the related to the lead number 6 is disappeared, and in the file of lead you can see that the lead number 6 is disappeared. So we turn to the last function in management list. The last function in management list is edit my information or update my information. So it will ask you which lead ID you want to update your information. In this situation, I will choose my lead ID number 7, and I want to update my name. I want to change my name to Lucia, and accept the program and see how it works. As you can see that the name of the lead ID 7 is turned from the John to the Lucia. So try it again with another option. So management lead and edit my information. My lead ID is number 7, and I want to update my date of birth. In as you can see that the date of birth it required to follow the form of year, month, and day. So I want to update into the 1999, the month, the May, and the 16. It will notice you that your information is updating successfully. So I set the RAM and see the result. As you can see that my date of birth is turned to the 1999 with the 17th May. So we turn to the second option, that management lead in that is manage interaction. Likewise, in the interaction, it also has 4 options, and I try the first one. Similarity with the management lead, it will display you all the information of customer in the list, and so I continue to move to the second functionality. The second functionality is create new ID in the interaction, because as you mentioned that the lead ID related to the interaction ID, so it will ask you to enter your lead ID first. So my lead ID in this situation is the number 7, and it continue. It will ask you about the interaction day of the interact with your company. So especially the interaction day is not today. If you enter the day of today, it will invalid and ask you to try it again. So I will try the last year with the random month and day. When it's available, it will continue to ask you to choose the purchase method. I will choose the fourth option, that is social media such as Facebook. To continue, it will ask you about your potential. So I chose the positive. Then I set the RAM and see how it works. So we turn to the file of interaction. As you can see, this is my new interaction account. So I turn to the next functionality of management interaction. With the third functionality, I've done it before, so I will directly turn to the last functionalities of management interaction. The last one is updating my information. So you likewise you enter your interaction ID. My interaction ID in this situation is 4, and it will ask you to choose one of 4 options, like lead ID, in interaction day, purchase method, and potential to update. So I want to update my potential, so I will choose 4, and I want to update it to be neutral, so I neutral. So it notices you that my information is updated successfully, so I set the RAM and see the result. As you can see in the file that my account from the positive potential to the neutral potential. So next one, we will try the last method of the main menu is reporting and statistics. It was number 3. So with this method, it will ask you to choose which information you want to know. Um, the first one is that all the information of customer is organized by age. The second one is by potential, and the third one is by month. So I will try it from the first one. So in this situation, when you turn to the list file, you can see that um, all the customer in the file list is uh, is in the age of 20 and 60. So I will try it in the second functionality. The second one is that on the information of interaction by potential. It will ask you about the starting day. Remember that the starting day is not today. So I will random that the 2018 January and the first day of January, and the ending day it might be today if you want. So September and 19. So if you gave you all the customer who has neutral potential and all the customer who had negative potential in the date of January and September. So again, it will ask you about the date, the starting day, and again the ending day, September 19. In this situation, it will display another form of month, and it will display you in the September at the year of 2018. We've got 2 customer, and in September of the year of 2019, we've got 1 customer who accesses our company. So we turn to the last one of the last function. The last reporting statistic, and the last one is view the information of interaction by month. It also asks you about the starting day and about the ending day. So it will display you the 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 the, the form of the month, and how many customer in the September in 2018 and how many customer in September in 2018. So this is the end of our enterprise program. So I hope you enjoy my program. Thank you for listening.